The great thing about YOI, in addition to helping people be successful and understand kind of the moments and the behaviors that make them, successful at work, but now I have the information and data, so I can repeat this over and over and over again. And I know, unique to my company, unique to Patagonia, what makes a new hire successful in this particular role with this particular manager. That's valuable to me, and absent YOI, I don't know that.
So how do we hone in on the things that we know really make a difference, make people successful, engaged, and stick around?
It's after that high is gone from the first day and you're excited, and it's about the interaction that happens between a person and everyone.
So then we could go out proactively to intervene when there were issues. So instead of waiting till the new hire left, let's say, hey, there's a few flags. We know this person's having trouble. Let's make it better while they're still here.
The questions that YOI asked along the way made them feel and made them even ask, how am I doing? How is my onboarding going? It made the person going through it ask the right questions and have a level of accountability with their own onboarding that some may say, well, my manager's not doing this. And YOI helps them be accountable for that too.
This tool really allows you to create a consistent experience, and one that's really engaging for the new hire and the manager. It isn't about compliance and making a manager check off a list. It's saying we're making it easier for you because A, we're trying to automate everything we can. B, we're making it better for you to say that if your new hire is having issues, you want to fix that because you don't want them leaving and you don't want them being unsuccessful.
The manager doesn't have to guess, the employee doesn't have to guess. The system actually goes in and says, here's what you need to do. Now, the other great thing about YOI is this could change over time. So the pulse questions actually help you understand whether the person being onboarded is going towards the ditch or staying in line. And often you don't know that they're in the ditch until they're gone.
When we collect that feedback together and we start understanding any given CE is having difficulty with their product knowledge or their customer service skills, then we can go in and suggest particular supporting activities that then kind of coaches that manager through not only understanding, hey, we have a problem, but here's what you can do about it.
What we didn't anticipate was using YOI for a senior executive. And would they find it sticky and intuitive, and would two senior executives have a conversation? Would it help them? And sure enough, we onboarded a vice president with YOI, and another executive used it. And this particular VP said YOI and the process was the best onboarding that he'd ever had with any company that he'd ever been through.
We can now look at data that shows where managers aren't really using YOI. Their new hire attrition rates are still significantly higher than we want them to be, and yet managers that are very engaged in the tool, they have very, very low new hire attrition. So that's really resonating with us, that's kind of that proof of concept that this is making a difference and this is keeping new hires around.
YOI prods them along the way and helps them engage in the process. And it's not just a tool for individual contributors. We found it's a tool that applies to people at all levels.